Alright, so here we go. We're going to go over the 49ers and we're going to get right through it like we normally do. Let's get right into it. So, their first game, week one, looks like they play the Steelers. I had the Steelers losing, so that's a W for the 49ers week one. Then it looks like they're going to travel to LA and play the Los Angeles Rams. Unfortunately for the Rams, they're just in shambles. They've just been picked apart over the last 2 years. Since they won their championship, people have just been taking players off their team. And the last straw was Jalen Ramsey. All they have is Aaron Donald as an impact player on defense, right? That's it. On offense, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, and then I don't know what else you have. Like, Sean Payton's going to have to reinvent himself. Until I see it, I'm going to have to say they're going to stink again. So this is an L. But I'm going to say this, though. The Rams are going to win one of these games because they always steal a game from the 49ers. They always do. It might even be this one. Actually, I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give the W to the Rams for the first time. So, Ale for game two, because you got to remember, we don't know if Brock Purdy's even going to be there week one. He might be out the first 6 to 8 weeks. So if that's the case, you're telling me that Sam Darnold is going to beat the Rams? I don't even think he's going to be able to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. But if Brock Purdy's there, or at least Trey Lance, all right. But I don't trust Sam Darnold. I don't give a damn. I just don't trust him. All right, then they're going to play the Giants. They should be able to take care of business here against the Giants. I had the Giants losing, so that's a W. Then they play the Cardinals. I think we can all agree the Cardinals stink. Then they play the Cowboys. This is going to be a good game, especially if Brock Purdy isn't there. I had the Cowboys winning, so that's an L. Then they play the Browns. The streak marks, and they beat the streak marks. Then they play the Vikings, who will be evaluating in a couple days. Let's see. It looks like the Vikings lost, so I'll give them the dub here. Then they play the Bengals. This is going to be a damn good game. I'm probably going to take the Bengals to take this game. I had the Bengals lose, so we'll give this to the 49ers. I think the Bengals can beat them, though. They're going to be at home. That's why I picked them. Because since he's going to be traveling to the West Coast, that's the only reason. No other reason. And it's a regular season game. That's the only reason. Then they play the Vikings. Let's see. Hold on. Did I see that one? Yeah, I saw that one. All right, now they play the Jags. So the Jags, that's going to be another good game. But I had the Jags beating them, so that's an L. Then they play the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I had the Buccaneers beating them. L. Then they play the Seahawks. I think they're going to split games with the Seahawks. They're going to Seattle, so that's an L. Then they play the Eagles, who I think they're going to get their revenge, though. That's usually what happens. They have you think that the team that destroyed them is going to win, then they end up losing. So I'm going to pick the Niners here. Then they play the Seahawks again 2 weeks later. And they're going to be at home this time. I'll give them the W this time. Then they play the Cardinals, who stink. I think we got to give them the dub. Then they play Baltimore Ravens. Let's see. For some reason, I had Baltimore losing to the Niners, but I think Lamar and that team over there with all that speed, I think they're going to give him a lot of trouble. Assuming he's there. If Lamar's not even upright, and if he's injured by week 16, it's not going to matter. So I think that's why I picked the other team. But if Lamar is there, they're going to beat them. They will beat the 49ers if Lamar is there. But if he's not, it's just another throwaway season. So I got to give him the dub here because I gave the Ravens the L. But just know, Week 16, I'll probably be picking the Ravens in real time. Just know that. If Lamar is there. If he's not, then we're going to stay where we are. Then they're going to play Washington and beat them. And then they're going to play the Rams. By then, I don't even think Matt Stafford's going to be upright. He gets hurt all the time. By Week 18, they're probably going to stink, and they'll beat this team. And ultimately have a decent record. Let's count up the L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. So that's not bad at all. For a team that doesn't know if their quarterback's going to be around, I got them at 12-5. So I got them at 12-5. So they can win 14 or they can win 10. But ultimately, they could lose to the Ravens. I have them splitting with the Seahawks, so that's fine. So they could lose to the Ravens. They could lose to the Eagles. They could lose to the Bengals. And they could lose to the... No, I gave them the win there. So those are the 3 games that they could lose that I gave them the win. Ravens, Bengals, and... That's it, actually. That's it. The teams that they lost to, or they beat, that's it, I think. Yeah, the Bengals. Oh, yeah, Bengals, Eagles, Ravens. Those 3 teams that they beat on this schedule, they can easily lose to. So they can be a 9-win team if that happens, guys. So they're just going to have to, play up and just play tough and pray to God that their script is on their side. That's it. That's all they can do. But honestly, if the 49ers miss the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised because the NFL is all about parity. So they're just not going to let the same thing happen over and over anymore. They're just not. Because they know they can make money off it, so why would they? So it's just the smarter thing to do. So be prepared for the next breakdown. It's going to be probably the Seahawks. Yeah, probably the Seahawks, and we'll go from there. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.